Welcome to the GosuGamers News Show, your quick update on the Dota 2 Pro Circuit. This week we've got regional qualifiers and the new meta. Let's get going. First, we need to get into the DPC. There are 5 majors leading to the international, and before each of them, teams fight to decide who will get to represent their region. Open qualifiers are open to all teams in the region, and the winners of the open qualifiers can move on to the closed qualifiers. The top 8 teams in each region with the most DPC points are invited to the closed qualifiers. Winners of the closed qualifiers move on to the major, and the losers of the closed qualifiers can move on to the minor if they also make it through another round of qualifiers for that specific minor. It's complicated. Teams get one more chance to make it to the major. Whoever wins the minor gets the last spot at the major. The qualifiers gave us a first look at how professional Dota has changed since the latest Outlanders patch. Outposts have had a huge impact on professional games. Whoever controls them earns bonus XP and can snowball to an early victory. This makes it a lot harder for teams to come back from a deficit, and games are a lot shorter. 40% of matches are now less than 30 minutes. Chaos EC blazed through the closed qualifiers, showing just how fast a team can now snowball to victory. They defeated Doze in 32 minutes over a best of 3. That's 2 games in barely half an hour. The second game was only 14 minutes long.
Now that's over. That was a fast series. 420. They just wanted to get to 420 and then leave.
Evil Geniuses played well and took the second spot to the major.
No glyph available. Envy ruptured. Oh, daddy. Woo! Oh no, he just hands it over to Arteezy as he walks to his own death.
Ninjas in Pajamas lost to Chaos and EG, but they managed to qualify for the minor, so there's still a chance for them to make it to the major. The South American Open qualifiers saw a new Brazilian team with arguably the best logo I've ever seen. Beast Coast lost internet connection during one of their matches, but they managed to move to an internet cafe and still make it through, earning a spot at the major.
Not sure. Oh my God, Schofield God. Light Striker A followed up from Chris Luck and a Laguna to the face.
Pain Gaming won the other spot. New team Reality Rift defeated Fnatic and TNC Predator, earning them the first spot at the major.
Now the LC dropping fairly low, but still somehow alive. He'll go back up to 4 HP now. The Chrono's there from Drew. He'll end up going down. Now they get Nando on the gyrocopter, and I think this is GG well played. And there it is.
Fnatic took the next spot. TNC Predator, the top team in the world right now, had to go up against Signal Ultra for a last spot at the major. Their series was tight, 1-1, until Signal Ultra was knocked offline in the 3rd game because of a typhoon that was going over the Philippines.
So what do you do now? You just wait again, maybe? No, I think you give him like 5 minutes, right? It's clear that... March.
No, like on the rulebook, if you're going strictly by the rulebook, this is just an unpause, yeah.
No, he's definitely in the right to unpause. I'm not saying that.
Each team is allotted 10 minutes of pause time, and TNC Predator added their own 10 minutes of pause time after Signal Ultras had been used up. Signal player Nando blamed TNC for unpausing the game, which won TNC the series and the last SCA spot at the major. Others blamed the admin for not taking action and creating a situation where TNC was forced to publicly agree to a pause, else looked like villains. Skipping early season majors can be a serious risk for top teams, like PSG LGD, who was eliminated in China's notoriously ruthless open qualifiers.
BKB avoids the Infernal Blade, but it's only going to be a 5-second BKB, doing a lot of damage here with the Eye of the Storm. Can he do enough? Hex? Oh God, they're all here! This is the end! Oh my God! Oh my God!
This means they'll have to skip another minor and major, and because they didn't get any DPC points, they will have to fight through the open qualifiers again in order to get a spot in the major after next, in March. This same thing could happen to OG.
As the Hex is down the puck, he's already thrown out the loose rope. The clip of the LSA, just the tip, and that's enough to fell the Pharaoh Dragon for 2 minutes.
Vici Gaming, Invictus, and Team Aster all made it to the major. Virtus Pro and Navi played excellently and both made it through to the major.
This actually might save his teammates. Oh, wow. I guess ILTW is done. You don't like to see that. It's not a good look.
In the minor qualifiers, Gambit defeated Team Secret 2-1, earning them a spot at the minor. Team Secret went on to barely win their series against Hellraisers 3-2.
Oh my god. Although, oh no. Oh no, he shockwaved him down.
Earning them the last CIS spot at the minor. OGC made their debut, but didn't make it through the open qualifiers.
Orb comes through. Is there going to be Pexu trying to run himself away? No, he sticks with his team. He says to the last breath.
Team Secret finally returned, as well as most of TI7's winning roster under their new name, Nigma. Both teams advanced to the closed qualifiers, where Team Secret narrowly defeated Nigma 2-1.
We Are's moving in. Who's going to get the Roche kill? And they go with the Snowball, the Side of Fist. They'll get the kill on the Dire. The Aegis still on the ground. It's still there. Finally, Zai will pick it up. Secret gets the Aegis, but he's cleaning them all up. It's a triple kill. Zai's now left alone.
Nigma managed to qualify for the WePlay Bukovel minor. They can still make it to the major if they win.
Oh,
Lim says shut up. Yes.
The next event is the One Esports Dota 2 World Pro Invitational in Singapore, December 17th through the 22nd. There are no qualifiers and no DPC points, and many of the same teams that will be playing there will be also playing in the major. So I'm looking at it kind of like a practice major before the new year. Thanks for watching. Visit GosuGamers.net for breaking news on Dota 2 and other esports. We're all taking a break from competition to try out the new meta and celebrate the holidays. The DPC will be back with the WePlay Bukovel Minor 2020 in Ukraine starting January 12th. And then I will be back to tell you all about it. Have a happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next decade, gamers. Bye!